Hey guys, if you are new to this channel, welcome to Forge 4 Speed Garage.
In today's video, I'll be showing you how to make more engine power at a fraction of the cost of a cold air intake. Before we start, please consider to subscribe and hit the bell icon to receive notifications when a new video is uploaded. Now, onto the engineering. The internal combustion engine runs on a mixture of vaporized petrol and air inducted from the atmosphere. Now, the secret in how to make more power lies in the temperature of air inducted into the engine. Cold air is denser than warm air. So in cold air, the number of oxygen molecules entering the combustion chamber per unit volume of air is significantly greater than when the temperature is high. More oxygen provides better combustion and hence a noticeable increase in power. To give the engine colder air, since it is a naturally aspirated engine, I am going to apply the heat insulation method. I purchased fiberglass heat insulation sleeves online for about 7 ringgit a roll. It has a reflective heat shield on one side and velcro sewed on the edges to allow you to wrap it over things. The question is, how well does this insulation work? It does look pretty thin, but let's test the performance on my DIY test rig. To test the insulation, I am using a voltmeter with a thermocouple to measure temperature. It does give pretty accurate temperature readings. Next, to simulate the engine operating conditions, I am using a heat gun to blow hot air out at typical engine temps at the heat shield. I have a variable temperature gun, so I set it up to blow air out at about 137 degrees Celsius. Now, let's find out the surface temperature of the insulation being hit directly by hot air from the heat gun. It is slightly lower temperature at 119 degrees Celsius because it is at a small distance away. Finally, the most important information is the temperature behind the heat insulation. Let's measure it and see what results we get. It shows a whopping 43 degrees Celsius lower from 119 degrees Celsius, which equates to 36% reduction in heat behind the insulation. This is amazing performance. Done with the numbers, let's do a physical hand test. I could place my hand behind the insulation comfortably, but right under it, it is just too hot to keep my hand there. Let's break down how cold air is fed into the engine via the air intake system. The blue arrow is where cold atmospheric air goes into the air intake to be channeled into the engine. The air travels all the way to the back of the engine bay before entering the combustion chamber. On its way back, the cold air is exposed to heat coming from the engine itself and also hot air blown in from the radiator. Before it reaches the engine, it has been heated up from 30 degrees C to about 100 degrees C average engine bay temperature. Back to the physics, this reduces the oxygen molecules entering the engine because of high temperature. With that understanding and the results from the insulation test, let's make more engine power now by insulating the air intake system. I also took a step further to insulate the battery, as high heat is known to shorten the battery lifespan, leading to a premature failure. Here is the finished product. It looks good and functional. This is how air is kept cool as it is fed into the engine. After driving this car for a week, I can feel the engine now is more responsive and powerful during low speeds. A definite win here. Do this to your car if you want more power.